Hello, everyone. On this Monday, 9th June 2025, I am Madam Anireju Erewa. Whatever time you are right now, I greet and welcome you to my channel, Anireju News. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Mete wa Biafra de no. Mete na wa Biafra de no. Asina he yi tibi megi. Mete wa Biafra de no. Akane hiora. Dule o. Mete la. Mete wa Biafra de no.
Every now and then, Urhobo and Ijo will take turns to stage conflicts with Ishekiri in Warri that belong to Ishekiri. Urhobo and Ijo made it their duty to talk about Oluginuwa monarchy in Ode Ishekiri. The Oluginuwa, Olu of Warri title, and the Chief Rita Lori Ogbebo title, and where she lives or she resides. This has become Urhobo and Ijo business. As if Urhobo don't have their own king, Ijo don't have theirs. Ishekiri is not prognosing it, but this has become the issue with Urhobo and Ijo in Warri, in Ishekiri. Warri that belongs to Ishekiri. But the same Urhobo cannot say the ills that they are doing. They cannot say it. All they do is all about conflict with Ishekiri. Urhobo have fought Ishekiri over Sapele, and the verdict went for Urhobo. And Ishekiri respect the rule of law. And Ishekiri allowed the rule of law to stand. They did not challenge it or anything. So that means that peaceful coexistence, Ishekiri is about that. But the same cannot be said about Urhobo. One person by the name of Barry has fought Ishekiri over Warri, and it was made clear in court that Ishekiri owned Warri, but Urhobo has refused to respect the rule of law that Ishekiri is the landlord and owner of Warri. Yeah. Okumagba and Urhobo went and connived with Tompolo and Ijaw pipeline vandals and contractor for Nigeria, who is being paid corrupt oil money and who has a hideout storage of military arms. They are in conflict again with Ishekiri over Warri, that Ishekiri is the landlord and owner. Yes. So you can see Urhobo don't respect the rule of law. Could politics be the reason for this development of Urhobo and Ijaw conflict with Ishekiri over Warri again? Why can't Urhobo respect the rule of law that Ishekiri own Warri? And why would Urhobo connive with Ijaw over Warri that has the title to the Warri land? We really never know the historical origin of the Urhobo tribal people. Yeah, we really we don't know. Yes. This Okumagba Urhobo conflict with Ishekiri prompted me to do advanced research on Urhobo historical background, origin, traces, and roots, to give a better understanding, knowledge of the Urhobo tribal people, since it is said that Urhobo is broadly diverse. They are large. And to know if a particular Urhobo group are playing tribal politics and not obeying court ruling. Also, there is no history that is documented anywhere that British or any foreign country fought war with Urhobo. But it is known that Urhobo betrayed Ishekiri to the British. Yes. So, everything about Urhobo is betrayal and traitorous. So, I had to do a research to find out more about this Urhobo. because it's broad. It's not all the Urhobo tribes, so it couldn't have been all, but it's good to know if there's a particular tribe doing this, how this Urhobo tribe, diverse tribe, came about. Yes. So the results that came out had it that certain individuals called Eku and Agbon, who were siblings, their age and birthplace unknown, but they were not coastal Eastern region. They moved around before they finally came to coastal in the 18th century. So this will give an idea when Urhobo came in contact with Ishekiri. This historical background will show when Urhobo came in contact with Ishekiri. So it didn't start from early century. So when some Urhobo are talking here and there, you will think that it started from early century. No, from the advanced research, as we will see. Okay, we'll continue. Eku was the person said to be the beginning of Urhobo history in coastal in 18th century. All right. He arrived coastal with his 4 children, namely Ikregwa, Uhusi, Ikromoka, and Ikyoda. And he has a sibling called Agbon. They were described as the Eku group, or Eku people, or Eku family. So this is how the Urhobo historical background started. There were 3 write-ups of the Eku group. The first write-up stated that Eku people moved from Benin during the reign of Oba Egbeka, the 9th Oba of Benin, 1370 AD to 1400 AD, in the Oba Eweka the First dynasty. Yeah. So now the story now they hear so how this Urhobo history background came about. Okay. All right. The second write-up stated, and I quote, Eku people moved straightforwardly from the support of the Yoruba civilization known as Ile-Ife. Unquote. These things are online. You can go and search it and in details. Okay. All right. Then a third write-up stated that Eku group were travelers who had gone from northern Edo. Pay attention to this very, very well, please. Eku group were travelers who had gone from northern Edo called Udo and arrived at Ugeli, Ugene, and their attempt to settle resulted in conflicts and crises with other neighboring communities that include Kokori, Ovu, Okparabe. They listed some of those tribes that were around the Ugeli. So it appears they weren't called Urhobo. So how this Urhobo name came about, we're going to find out in this advanced research. Okay. At the peak of this conflict, Anireju Hangla, who attempted to intervene in the conflict, was murdered by the Eku group that also include Agbon, the sibling. They murdered this Ijo who was trying to intervene. They came from northern Edo. Okay. And out of fear that the Ijo Hangla death would drag Ijos into the conflict, Eku and Agbon decided to leave Ugeli to sort for a new settlement home in Isiokoro, where the Eku group lived in harmony very briefly. So you people are hearing about this now, the history of Urhobo. Now they hear so. Their historical background. Maybe it will give an idea why this conflict, ongoing conflict now. Okay. So they live very briefly in harmony before internal conflicts broke out between the Eku family groups over farmland expansion. This was in 1792. Okay. The conflict was savage. It was called the Urhobo War of 1792. It was also called Eku Agbon conflict of 1792. Go online and research it. It's on. So when you are hearing these Urhobo people talking, saying things, they never made reference to how their background came about, but they are busy talking about Ishekiri, Ishekiri that have been there. They are busy talking about it. But you can hear their story here. How Urhobo came about is what you are hearing so far is conflict and moving around like Fulanis. Okay then, we continue. So, as a result of this war, Agbon and Eku separated. Eku people went to settle in Ethiopia, Sapele, between Efunu and Abraka. Okay. All right. So they went there to settle, and maybe, Urhobo. Now, no say there is a town called Eku, and then you have Agbon. So they separated and went to maybe they behave like Fulani. So maybe they took it and gave it their name. Okay then, but this is the historical background of Eku and So anyway, according to the advanced research, after they went their separate ways and so on, Ku settled, Ku and Agbon settled their conflicts, and then Ku thereon brought all of those tribes, all of those communities from Ugeli and all, brought them all and came up with the name Urhobo tribe. So this is how the Urhobo tribe is diverse. It's different communities around that was Ku brought together, and then they called it Urhobo tribe. Okay, so this is how. All right. So after the Ku brought all these communities under one Urhobo tribe umbrella, the Ku group further formed different political movements in the 18th, 19th centuries. So far, we have not heard that they met Ishekiri. We have not heard anything about Warri or so. Nothing so far. But how they met Ishekiri, how they came in contact with Ishekiri is now going to come out here. All right. Ku formed a political movement in the 18th, 19th centuries. And then they still were having disputes between various Urhobo groups. You know, the Urhobo groups are very large, so they were still having conflicts and disputes among themselves. And then the Ku later extended this conflicts among them. They extended it to Ishekiri and Ijo. So it's around the 19th century that around the 19th century is when they met Ishekiri, because they extended their own internal crisis to Urhobo people, the Urhobos, into Ijo and Ishekiri. Okay. So this is how it went. This is how the Urhobo, this is the historical background of this Urhobo. The two notable conflicts Ku formed were Niger Delta. And this Niger Delta is where Urhobo were located. Urhobo and Ijo were located. So they had a high population of Urhobo in this Niger Delta. And so they formed a conflict, and there were fightings going on there. So you can see that so far, peaceful coexistence has never been an option of Urhobo. Primarily this Ku Urhobo, okay then, that came from northern Edo. All right. The other conflict was the Ku-Meku movement between 1883 to 1914. This is when Urhobo came in contact with Ishekiri. This was around the time Urhobo betrayed Ishekiri to the British because of palm oil trade, that Ishekiri were middlemen between Urhobo and the Europeans. You can go do a search on this and read it in details. So it was around 19th century that Urhobo and Ishekiri came in contact because of the trade. And yet, Okumagba is busy disturbing Ishekiri, peace and comfort, saying that Warri now don't belong to Urhobo. Okay then. All right. The calendar of events around this time were 1884, 1885 was the first and second All-European Berlin Conference that Queen Victoria of Buckingham Palace, England, signed trade treaties that negatively affected coastal, that King Jaja of Okpobo and Chief Nana Olomu of Ebrohimi, Ishekiri Nation Warri Kingdom, was attacked by the British, which of course Urhobo betrayal was a part of it. That the British wrongly accused Nana at this trial in 1894 to 1896 that Urhobo were terrorizing Ishekiri. So you see, you people can see that Urhobo have not been peaceful in this coexistence. Is complete fight with Ishekiri. Okay, and everybody, go read Nana's the invasion of British, and how Nana and Okpobo were banished in the course of all this. Urhobo were involved. Okay then. All right. Then also the Ekumeku movement ended in 1914. Make we ask Urhobo, why did the Ekumeku movement end in 1914? That was the year Frederick Lugard, the British mercenary, soldier, alcoholic drunkard, conned the fake fraudulent amalgamation that Biafra never consented to be a part of it. So if you look at this whole thing, could it be possible that the Urhobo who are causing all these problems is the Urhobo that came from Edo North? Okay. Basically, Urhobo historical background, traces and roots was a cool group, crisis, conflicts, war, disputes. The movement of the Eku group was in 14th century. It moved from Benin to Yoruba, and then to get Yoruba support. Then from Yoruba, it went to Northern Edo, and then from Northern Edo, it came to Urhobo, to Ugeli, Coastal. And it has not been a peaceful coexistence. Since that time, it has not been. Okay. Nigeria is Islamic, and some percent of the Urhobo and Ijaw population went to Awushi, Edo North, to secretly be converted to Muslim. That's why I asked if all these conflicts, this recent one again, Okumagba, if it's political. It's political, yes. And Nigeria is Islamic. Okay. They bear hidden Muslim names and title. These are Urhobo and Ijaw. Yes. They are on Islamization mission targeting Warri. Yes. If Urhobo say that they did not go to Awushi to secretly become Muslim, come and challenge it. Now media time be this. Okay then. You are about Islamization. You want to come and Islamize Warri, fighting Ishekiri over Warri that Ishekiri own. Ishekiri didn't send you to go and become Muslim. You went on your own, and who knows, from your history now, who came from Northern Edo to Coastal. Okay then. All right, so we are getting this story very, very well now. Yes. So, yes. So, we are getting it. We are getting it. Yes. Yes. Never again should Coastal be fooled. During the 3-year genocide war that the British fought for Gowon, Nigeria, Urhobo did not support Biafra. At that time, nobody know that Urhobo historical background connect to Edo North. Nobody knew. You know, this advanced research is a really eye-opener. Yes. So they did not support Biafra at all. Urhobo, the Midwest, Bendel, Delta, Niger Delta, South were headed by Awuchi, Edo North, Urhobo, and Ijaw. Ishekiri were excluded. Isoko were excluded. These three tribes, Awushi, Urhobo, and Edo North. Maybe the Urhobo is the one, not all. There are peaceful Urhobo, and there are Urhobos causing all these problems. Yes. So they were the one in charge of this Midwest, Bendel, Niger Delta, South. Yeah. Urhobo and Ijaw as a political scheme to bias, deceive, and separate the other diverse coastal tribes from getting to know that we are in fact Eastern Region Biafra, and most especially to Ebonize Biafra, which is not going to be again now. I made this research because of this Biafra restoration that is in a high gear, and it's good to know this. So make Urhobo not come deceive us again like they did. We didn't know all this about Urhobo. Yes, this information is significant and important. Know yourself, not because of. Yes, know yourself, not because. For coastal people especially, because of the Biafra freedom restoration that is in high gear right now, coastal should not be subjected again to repeat past mistakes. Nigeria is Islamic. It's an Islamic corporation. It's a business. The foundation of the British-owned Nigeria was on lies. Lies and deceit. Yes. Yes. So I have 2 videos for us to watch. I have 2 videos. Let's see the first video.
Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs. What's happening here? What's going on? Can somebody explain to me? I don't get it. What's going on within the Nigerian Army? I am seeing something like this. Is this country a movie or what? Please, Nigerians, I honestly need an explanation to this. I don't want to say I'm confused because I can never be confused. I really need an explanation to this. Yeah.
You have seen the video. It read, Nigeria Army School of Islamic Affairs. You saw it? Okay. This should ring a bell that Nigeria is Islamic. They are even using the army to promote Islamization and recruit people into Muslim to become using the military, and they call it Nigeria Army. So Nigeria is Islamic. You saw it in the video. Okay. Now, let's see the second video.
That's why we say, let US, Russia, Israel, let them rush, let them come. Help us, we want to be free. We don't want to be a slave again. And that is, I feel, that is okay. We don't want that anymore. Biafrans, are we to continue to suffer? No! Are we to continue to suffer? No! We have decided that we must surely, Biafra must go. Bravos! Thank you.
Thank you. That is how the Ikwere people of Biafra land do greet. That's how they do greet. Now we are moving forward to see other people, other languages in Biafra land. That is how the women of Africa in Biafra land greet.
Yes.
Biafra land used to greet. That is to tell you, Biafra, we have so many languages. Thank you and God bless you.
Biafra, una biala una biala una biala
That is the greeting of Igbo people of Biafra land. Thank you and may God bless you. We are now inviting the Amanyanabo of Okirika to come and tell the people of the world the decision of the Okirika people towards the restoration of Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Amanyanabo. You are welcome.
Biafra, Okiranyame! Biafra, Okiranyame! Biafra, Okiranyame! As a king of Okirika, I am known as David Elliot. Announced that we Okirikas are not Nigerian. And I will still give a reason that why we are not Nigerian. We Okirikas, we are Biafran. And I will still give a reason to the world that we are Biafran. Why I said we Okirikas are not Nigerian, because when it comes to Okirika land, we are with refinery, and oil wells. As Okirika, industry of Okirika, they are not benefiting from all oil wells. Rather, the Hausas and the Yorubas. Why I announced that we Okirikas are the Biafrans is that when it comes to Okirika land, we have a place they call Lumama. They have the place they call Church. They have the place they call Ojiriba. Did Ojiriba Hausa name? As Okirika king announced, I myself, like I said, my mother from Abia State and my wife from Imo State. My father's mother from Imo State. Is it not Biafran? Yes. Announced that the international community to help us and release our brother, our uncle, our elder, our daddy, and our son. I mean, I'm Biafran because me na be Biafra pakane. Me na be Biafra pakane. You are kerkame ba because kerkame be siama ko ke prema itiebe. Kerkame be siama ko ke prema itiebe. An go na ko den na me na kerkame ma. Me na Biafra. Ha Biafra.
Above Cross River to come and tell the whole world the decision of the Cross River people towards the restoration of Biafra. Above, you are highly welcome, sir.
Efikma.
Yeah.
Efikma.
Yeah.
Biafra ma.
Yeah.
Biafra mamara. I thank you all. My names are Etimiu Udo. I'm from Calabar. I represent my people so that the journey will be easy for everyone.
You have seen the video. Coastal eyes don't open. Yes, coastal eyes don't open. There was not enough time to show all of the presenters in the video. Nothing will stop Biafra from coming. Yes. This time around, not even British can stop or prevent the restoration of Biafra. Yes. Not even British will stop the restoration of Biafra Freedom Nation. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Anireju News. If you would like to donate to charity humanitarian, you can do so on my Cash App. You can also visit Anireju News online shop to order for t-shirts, pens, mugs, and souvenirs. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to bring to the attention of the world that Okumagba Urhobo Group and Tompolo Ijo Group connived to use Nigeria tribal division politics to fight Ishekiri tribal people who are the landlord and owner of Warri Kingdom in Coastal. Biafra did not consent to be a part of the British-owned Nigeria. The world should please support Biafra exit from the OIC Nigeria. Thank you.
Mete, mete wa Biafra.